Hello everyone. In this video, we will be solving questions from revision test papers from 2018 to 2023 from our chapter of valuation of inventories. Okay. Now, see. Just before starting, we must understand a few very little things so that we do not make any mistakes in inventories. Okay. Very basic things. Say for example, if we are standing on 1st April 2022, okay, till 31st March 23. This is our financial year, we all know that, and we are here on 1st April 2022. Suppose we are having here opening stock of, let's say, 20,000 rupees, okay, and I am telling you now that I want to understand how much is my closing stock as on 31st March 23. How much is my stock? That is our closing stock. So it is obvious that you will say, sir, from 1st April to 31st March, what all transaction has happened? If you can tell us that, then we will be able to tell you how much is the closing stock. Simple enough. Then if I tell you that, see, we had so many purchases, okay, then we had purchase return also, then we had sales also, then there was sales return also, okay, then there were goods which were sent on consignment basis also. Understood? So these all things will be there. So if I now tell you that these all things are there, how will you find the closing stock? Then you will tell me, sir, this is very easy. How? See, you have opening stock of 20,000. I said correct. You add the purchases, okay. Remove your purchase return. Very good. Why adding purchases? Because I am purchasing, so my stock will increase. Then purchase return is subtracted, obviously. Whatever goods we have sold, remove that also, okay. Whatever good is sales return, means we have received that sales back, add it back, okay. Then whatever goods we have sent on consignment basis, if we have sent them on consignment basis, it means they are being released from my factory or from my godown or from my warehouse, okay. So I will remove that also. If I remove that also, whatever stock we have now, that is nothing but our closing stock. Understood this? Very simple. Now the same thing we have to apply in our questions. The only thing is they are just playing with the language, okay. Don't be afraid of the language, just be with me. One more thing, I have attached this PDF, so if you are just watching this video and not solving the sums, it is of no use, okay. Take the printout of this PDF and then solve the questions with me, okay. Now I have already given spaces, tables, everything, okay. You just have to take the printout and write the answers, okay. Now, so the first RTP we have here is of May 2018. And the question we have is, C. Closing stock is valued by XYZ stores on generally accepted accounting principles. Okay. Stock taking for the year ended 31st March 2017 was completed by 10th April 2017. Dekho, I wanted to know how much stock we have on 31st March 2017. Okay. They are saying the stock count. We are supposed to count our stock. Okay. So the stock count was completed by 10th April. Okay. The valuation of it showed a stock figure of 167,500 at cost as on the completion date. It is at cost as on the completion date. What does it mean? Completion date is 10th April. So they are saying as on 10th April, our factory, the XYZ stores had how much rupees stock? They had 1,67,500. Now first understand the scenario. This is our year end. This is the 31st March 2017, okay. We wanted to know the inventory on this date. Now the inventory calculation was completed on 10th April 2017. It means extra 10 days we took to count our inventory, okay. They are saying when we completed the count, so we are standing here, the count of total inventory came around rupees 1,67,500. Now tell me one thing. When I am preparing balance sheet of this particular year, I require inventory valuation of 31st March or 10th April. You will say, sir, obviously you will require inventory value as on 31st March. But our question has given the valuation as on 10th April 2017, and that is how much? 1,67,500. Oh, sir, can we write this 167,500 in our this year's balance sheet? Absolutely not. You cannot write it. Understood? Because the valuation of inventory we want as on 31st March. But sir, then how will we find out the value as on 31st March? The question is giving the value for 10th April. That is what this question is all about. Okay, now see what's the first point. After first it is saying after the end of the accounting year and till the date of completion of stock taking, sales for the next year were made for 6875. It means they are saying in this period the sales were 6875 with a profit margin of 33.33% on cost. Understood? Now they are saying that during this period, no, you made a sale, the value of sale was 6875. Okay, now tell me one thing, this is the sale, they are saying profit earned was 33.33% on cost. One thing you must understand, 33.33% means 1/3 on cost only. Okay, understood this? I will tell you a shortcut for this. Look at the screen carefully. Whenever the question is saying that the profit was 1/3 on cost, okay, it means it is 1/4 on sales. We are talking about profit. Okay, if they say 1/4 on cost, then it will be 1/5 of sale. Understood? Why? See, 4 plus 1 5, 1 plus 3 will give you 4, 1 plus 4 will give you 5. 1/4 on cost, 1/5 of sale. If it is 1/5 on cost, tell me how much? It will be 1/6 of sale. Okay, and now be careful, the next thing what I am going to tell you, if they say that it is 2/5 on cost, then it will be 2 plus 5 is 7, so 2/7 on sale. Remember, the numerator will remain the same, only the denominator will change. If it is 3/8 on cost, then it will be 3/11 on sale. Understood? Please remember this thing, it will help you in solving the questions in inventory. Okay, now they are saying that the valuation of sale was 6875, profit margin was 1/3 on cost, but look carefully, the sale value is given 6875 and profit relation is given with cost, that is 1/3 on cost. Can I say, if they are saying 1/3 on cost, it means 1/4 of sale, and sale is how much? 6875. When sale is given to you 6875, you can already find gross profit 1/4 of sale, and if I remove gross profit from sale, what will I get? Cost of goods sold. It means the cost of the goods what we have sold to them. No, see, I sold the goods for 6875, obviously my cost will be less only. Why? Because the selling price contains my profit also. No, if I remove the profit, I will get my original cost of my inventory, and that is what I am requiring here. Why do I require here? Because check, if they have given me the valuation of stock as on this date and they are saying during this period, no, you have sold the goods worth 6875, so I want to reach here on 31st March. So what will I do? The inventory I had here plus whatever goods I have already sold, so I will get here as on 31st March 2017. Understood? You can think ulta also. How? See, whatever price of stock you had here on 31st March, okay, now from here I was going and I had a sale of 6875. So obviously if I have sold the goods, these goods will be removed from my factory, and whatever sale has been made after that, whatever goods are remaining, that is my closing stock. But here I have to do ulta. Why? Because I am not supposed to grow from here to here. Okay, I have to grow from closing stock to opening stock. So obviously I will not remove sales, I will add back the sales. Understood? As we already learnt, you would have seen that opening stock plus purchase minus cost of goods sold will give me closing stock. Understood? But in this case, closing stock is given and we have to reach to the opening stock. See, this is opening stock for our this question. Okay, now this also we will find out. After that, what are they saying? Purchases for the next year included, or what we can do, we can write simultaneously the answer. What was the given? 167,500, right? So I will write here value of stock as on 10th April 2017 is 167,500. Understood? What we have to add back? We have to add back whatever goods we have sold. We are not supposed to add back the selling price. We have to add back the cost. So we have to find this cost first. To find this cost, we have to find the gross profit. Gross profit is 1/4 of sale. So find the gross profit. We will write a working note here. I have less space. You can write here working note. Sales is 6875 less gross profit, that is 1/4 of sale, 1/4 of 6875. Okay, so it is 1719. If I remove the gross profit from this, I will get cost of goods sold, that is 5156. This is my cost of goods sold. Five 5156. So I will add that back. So you will write here add cost of goods sold, that is 5156. Understood? You can give the link also. You can write here working note number 1, or you can write here the direct in bracket also. Okay, that is 6875 minus 1719. Okay, very simple. Now after this, what is the next point? Purchases for the next year included in the stock amounted to 9,000 at cost less trade discount of 10%. See, how much was the cost? 9,000 rupees less 10% discount. So purchases for the next year, it means I would have purchased here, okay, purchased 9,000 at cost less 10%. So you can say 9,000 minus 10% discount. What will be the 10% of 9,000? 900 rupees. So you can say 9,000 minus 900, that will be 8,100. See, मैंने गुड्स खरीदे 8,100 रुपीज़ के, ठीक है भाई, यानी कि आई विल से परचेज गुड्स वर्थ 8,100 रुपीज़. नाउ इफ आई हैव परचेज्ड गुड्स ऑफ दिस मच, सी इफ आई एम स्टैंडिंग ऑन 31st March, I will add this purchase and I will get my closing stock, but I am standing here, the original position in the question is here and I have to reach back to here, so I will remove the purchases. Okay, so I will write here less purchases 9,000 minus trade discount was 10% of 9,000, that is nothing but 900, and 9,000 minus 900 will give you 8,100. अरे easy enough, simple. चलो उसके बाद क्या है? During this period, goods were added to stock of the markup price of 300 in respect of sales return. It means what? See, there was a sale return of 300 rupees. Okay, now if goods were returned, it means goods are increasing in our factory back because we have received it, sales return. But the problem is sales return is at selling price. Understood? I would have sold the goods. When the customer is returning me back the 300 rupees goods, obviously this 300 will include my profit also. How much is the profit? It is 1/4 of sale. If they have not given any separate data for this point, you can take 1/4 of sale itself. Okay, so you can say selling price was 300, sales return is 300. You can write here sale return was of 300 minus gross profit would have been how much? 1/4 of sales. So it is nothing but 1/4 of 300, that is 75 rupees. It means the original cost of the goods what I would having with these goods in my warehouse would be 225 only. देखो मैंने जब वो goods बेचे ना तो 300 रुपये में बेचे. I sold it for 300, but it includes my profit. I am removing that profit. Why? Because I am getting those goods back. So the cost was 225 rupees only. Now if I am getting that goods back, of sales return 225. See, again the same thing, that if I have to go from here to here, okay, I got some goods back, so I will add the sales return and then I will reach here, obviously. But in this question we have to go ulta, we have to go from here to here, so I will remove sales return. Understood? Understand here, you are adding purchases, so you will remove purchase return. You are removing cost of goods sold, plus you will add the sales return. But if you will think from closing stock point of view, then what will be the formula? See, closing stock, then minus purchase plus purchase return plus sales minus sales return, that will give you opening stock, or you can say the stock at the beginning. You can copy this formula, it will be very useful for solving the next questions also. It will make it easier to solve the questions, okay. So you don't have to apply the logic each and every time. See, applying logic is very good when we are learning the sums, okay, but when you will be solving the sums in your exam, you won't be thinking, okay, you have to now add the purchase return, what would have been the logic. That time you must remember this formula, okay, so it will save your lot of time. Now obviously you must learn the logic also, that's why I'm telling you how it will go, okay. Now, so you will write here less sales return, and your sales return is how much? 225. Now after that, after stock taking, it was found that after stock taking, okay, it was found that after stock taking means after we have understood that my total figure is 1,67,500, we have understood that, okay, this much is my stock taking, okay. After stock taking, it was found that there were certain very old slow moving items costing 1125, okay. भाई कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा पुराने आइटम्स थे जो बिक ही नहीं रहे थे, okay, we were not able to sell them only in the market. The cost was 1125, which should have been taken to 525. Now the goods were that old that the quality itself deteriorated, okay, and market is not going to buy them anyways. So I thought that, okay, the cost of these goods were 1125 for me, but in the market nobody is ready to purchase them, okay. So we are thinking that if the price of the goods I will make it to 525, no, only then the market is accepting them, okay. Or you can think like that also, that the goods were so bad in quality now that when I go to the market, the customers are saying, if you sell us for 525, then we will buy it, okay. You can apply the formula also, that you must value your finished goods at your cost or NRV, whichever is lower. So the cost was 1125, NRV is 525, so whichever is lower is 525. Now think, my cost was how much? 1125. I am valuing it at how much? 525. Don't you think if I am selling it at 525, I am incurring a loss? How much loss I am incurring? The loss is 600 rupees. Understood? This is our loss. So obviously we will write it here. Less loss on sale of slow moving item, that is 600 rupees. After that, due to heavy floods, certain goods costing 1550 rupees, देखो भारी फ्लड आ गया इसलिए कुछ गुड्स थे जो कि 1550 रुपीस के थे, वर रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम द सप्लायर बियॉन्ड द डिलीवरी डेट ऑफ कस्टमर, ओके. नाउ as a result the customer refused to take delivery and net realizable value of the goods was estimated to be 1250 on March 2017. Now the goods costing were how much? 1550 and the NRV was how much? 1250. Therefore you can say that our goods must be valued at cost or NRV, whichever is lower. So which one is lower? NRV is lower, 1250, but see, I purchased those at 1550, okay. I need to sell them at 1250, so I am incurring a loss of how much? 300. So you have to write that less reduction in value of stock due to default. Understood? How much? 300. Now, after solving this, you can understand this picture as like this. This is our 10th April and this is our 31st March. Our question asked us to find the cost as on 31st March. Our question gave us data of 167,500 as on here. Okay. Now, what have we done? We have added 5156. Then what have we done? We have removed all these items. So, minus 8100, then minus 225, then minus 600, then minus 300. I am just writing it backwards just for understanding purpose. Okay. So, plus 5156 minus these all items, this amount whatever you will get here now, no, that is what your stock as on 31st March. देखो उल्टा चलना है और कुछ नहीं है. The only problem is every time we used to get opening stock and we have to reach to the closing stock, but now in these questions they are giving us closing stock and we have to reach back to the opening stock. Understood? Now giving the total of this, we will get 163,431. So you can write it here as that this is our value of stock as on 31st March 2017. Understood? Now, this was our first question, or you can say this was the only question in May 2018. Every RTP has one question only. Okay. After that, the next question we have here is November 2018. Now, check. Now, Sky Limited keeps no stock records, but a physical inventory of stock is made at the end of each quarter. Each quarter यानी कि भाई कितने क्वार्टर है? 4 क्वार्टर है. ठीक है. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. So at the end of each quarter, now the valuation is taken at cost. Okay. The company's year ends on 31st March 2018. Very good. And their accounts have been prepared to that date. Okay. The stock valuation taken on 31st March 2018 was, however, misleading, and you have been advised to value the closing stock as on 31st March 2018. Okay. With the stock figure as on 31st March 2017, and some other information is available to you. Okay, very easy. See what they are saying. They are saying that we valued everything as on 31st March 2018. Okay, but the management found out that the cost or the stock valuation on 31st March 2018 was misleading, or you can say it is wrong. Okay, management is telling you that we will give you the stock valuation as on 31st March 2017, and from that you have to find the stock as on 31st March 2018. भाई इसका मतलब क्या है? Whatever has been happening between these 3 months, okay, 31st December 2017 to 31st March 2018, whatever is happening, you have to add it or less it, whatever you have to do it. Okay, you have to find the value as on 31st March 2018. Simple enough. We will just draw a number line so that it will be easy for us to understand. This is our 31st December 2017. This is our 31st March 2018. This is our year end. We are standing here. Okay. Now we are the king. Okay, because you are finding all the values. No, chartered accountant. Chalo. Now, what have they given? The first thing they have given is the cost of stock on 31st December 2017 as shown by the inventory sheet was 80,000 rupees. It means they are saying the last data we have is 80,000 rupees valuation. Okay, so here the valuation of inventory is 80,000 rupees. So we will write in our table value of stock as on 31st December 2017. How much? 80,000. Okay, writing 80,000. Okay. Now, first point done. Second, on 31st December, stock sheet showed the following discrepancies. Now, क्या गलतियां थी वो दिखा रहे, ठीक है. A page total of 5,000 had been carried to summary sheet as 6,000. It means they are saying the total of the page, okay, you can understand this page total or the book they are maintaining for the inventory count, okay. The total was 5,000 rupees. By mistake, on the next page when they were writing data, on the next page they wrote opening balance as 6,000. But how much balance we had? 5,000. We wrote by mistake how much? 6,000. So we wrote extra of 1,000 rupees. So that 1,000 rupees we have to remove. So I will write here, remove that 1,000. I'll write here less. You can write here overcasting. Overcasting ऑफ पेज टोटल. अरे भाई गलती से ज़्यादा लिख दिया, 5,000 का स्टॉक ही था, गलती से 6,000 का लिख दिया, तो 1,000 रुपये का ज़्यादा लिख दिया, 1,000 रुपीज़ का. ओवरकास्टिंग, हाउ मच ओवरकास्टिंग? 6,000 माइनस 5,000, दैट इज 1,000 रुपीज़. ओके, नाउ दिस यू हैव टू रिमूव. आफ्टर दैट the total of a page had been undercast by 200 rupees. It means what they are saying, the total of a page, it means you can, was undercast, it means if the total had to be 5,000, okay, by mistake they had written here 4,800 only. This is the mistake they have done on some another page also. So you can understand the total of a page had been undercast, यानी कि गलती से कम लिख दिया प्राइस. अगर भाई गलती से कम लिख दिया तो वापस ऐड बैक कर दो. So you will add back 200 undercasting, okay, add undercasting of page, how much was it? 200. ठीक है, चलो आगे, ये भी हो गया. Invoices of purchases entered in the purchase book during the quarter from January to March. It means this quarter only, they are talking about this period only, okay. After 31st December, the quarter is Jan to March only, understood. They are saying invoices of purchases entered in the purchase book during that quarter totaled 70,000. यानी कि भाई total invoices कितने के थे? 70,000 rupees के invoices we received, okay. Out of this, 3,000 were related to the goods received prior to 31st December. It means they are saying कि भाई जो 70,000 के invoices we received, we have received invoices, we have not received the goods. Now they are talking that the invoices of 70,000 are received. Out of this, 3,000 rupees goods were received before 31st December 27. It means in this period, see, in this period, they had received some goods of 3,000 rupees. They received goods of 3,000 here. They received the invoice of that in this period. Understood? In this entire quarter. Understood? So now understand one thing. I received total bills of 70,000. But they are saying 3,000 rupees goods we have already received. It means tell me how much goods we will be receiving now? 67,000. बात समझ में आ गई? अरे पक्का देखो 70,000 रुपीज़ के इन्वॉइसेस मिले. They are saying 3,000 रुपीज़ के गुड्स हमने पहले ही मिल चुके हैं हमें दिसंबर से पहले. तो भाई आज कितने गुड्स मिलेंगे? 67,000 रुपीज़ के गुड्स आज मिलेंगे. सिंपल. सो यू विल राइट हियर 70,000 रुपीज़ इन्वॉइसेस minus 3,000 because we have already received those goods. Then invoices entered in April 2018 relating to goods received in March 2018 total 4,000. Now what they are saying? They are saying after 31st March 18, obviously which month will come after March? April month will come. In April we again received few invoices, but whatever invoices we received, no, in that invoice there was one particular invoice, or you can say there were so many invoices, the total of which was 4,000, and those goods we received in this period itself. It means the goods we received in this period, but the invoice of that we received in April month. अप्रैल में इन्वॉइस आया था, बट गुड्स कहाँ पर आए थे? गुड्स आ गए थे इस क्वार्टर में. बात समझ में आ गई? अंडरस्टैंड वन पर्टिकुलर थिंग. I have to calculate the valuation of stock as on 31st March 2018. So I will focus only on the original movement of my goods. How our invoice is going on, where invoices we are receiving, that is not important. The only important thing for me is where am I receiving the goods or where my goods are going out of my factory physically. Understood? Agreement and all are not important for me in valuation of inventory. I will check only one thing, whether goods are physically moved in or physically moved out. Understood? Now, for this again 4000 rupees goods I had received here, for which bill I have received in April. It doesn't matter. If I have received 4000 rupees goods here, no, it means that will obviously appear in my 31st March closing stock. भाई गुड्स मिल गया मुझे तो वो मेरे क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में, मेरे वेयर हाउस में तो रहेगा, गायब थोड़ी ना हो जाएगा. इट विल नॉट डिसअपियर मैजिकली. ओके, so you will add back 4000. So you will write here for point number 3, add back goods purchased and delivered in Jan to March quarter. How much? 70,000 minus 3,000 plus 4,000. It will be 71,000. बात समझ में आ गई? पक्का? चलो भाई आगे चले. आगे क्या बोल रहा है? सेल्स इनवॉइस टू कस्टमर टोटल 90,000 फ्रॉम जैन टू मार्च. अच्छा भाई, हमारे क्वार्टर में टोटल सेल कितने की हुई? 90,000 की. आउट ऑफ दिस 5,000 related to goods dispatched before 31st December 2017. Oh my god. Out of this 90,000 sale, I have already dispatched 5,000 rupees goods before 31st December. Now that is not useful for me. Okay, वो तो goods गए. उसके बाद it means in this quarter from Jan to March, how much goods I am dispatching now? Only 85,000, क्योंकि 5,000 के तो जा चुके हैं. Goods are dispatched to customers before 31st March 18 but invoiced in April 2018 totaled 4,000. देखो 90,000 के सेल्स इन्वॉइसेस थे, ठीक है, उसमें से 5,000 के गुड्स वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्पैच्ड इन द प्रीवियस क्वार्टर, सो माइनस 5,000. देन दे आर सेइंग गुड्स डिस्पैच टू कस्टमर बिफोर 31st March 2018 बट इन्वॉइस्ड इन April 2018 टोटल्ड 4,000. इसका मतलब क्या है भाई? 90,000 की सेल में जो 4,000 रुपीज़ का गुड्स मैंने भेजा था अप्रैल मंथ में, बात समझ में आई? जो मैंने भेजा, देखो ध्यान से, गुड्स वर डिस्पैच टू कस्टमर बिफोर 31st March बट इन्वॉइस्ड इन April 2018. इट मीन्स this 90,000 does not involve this 4,000 rupees sale, so I have to add it back. बात समझ में आई? देखो इसका इन्वॉइस कब आया था? April 2018 में इन्वॉइस बना. बात समझ में आ गई? I will add it back 4,000 rupees. Now during the final quarter, credit notes at invoiced value of 1,000 had been issued to customers in respect of goods returned during that period. यानी कि ये क्या है? आपका सेल्स रिटर्न है 1,000 रुपीज़ का. बात समझ में आई? So you will write here, see this information was about sales, so you will write here sales return is how much? 1,000. So I will just write it here. Sales return is 1,000. Okay, the gross margin earned by the company is 25% of the cost. Now this is very very important because I have to record everything at cost. So from the sales I have to remove the gross profit. Gross profit is 25% of cost. I have already taught you this. 1/4 of cost means what? 1/5 of sales. Simple. So sales return was 1,000. If I have to remove the gross profit, it will be 1/5 of 1,000. That is 200. So my sales is how much? 800 rupees. So what will you write? We will add back the sales return, add back the sales return, that is 1,000 minus 200, that is 800. Then how much was my sales here? Sales is 90,000 minus 5 plus 4, it means it is 89,000. 89,000 is my sales. Okay, Gross profit is 1 by 5 of 89,000. So 1 by 5 of 89,000. This is what we have to calculate, and it is around 17,800 minus 17,800. So the sales is 200. 8 7 gya 1. 8 minus 1 will be 71,200. This is your sales. So you will write here less sales of 71,200. अरे बात समझ में आई? सरल सरल सी तो बात है. So you can give the total 71,200 and 1,000. So you can write here this is your 72,200 and this total is 72,000. Adding 72,000, removing 72,200. 200 rupees you have to remove extra. So you can write 79,800. 79,800. This is your, okay, I will just shift it here. This is your value of closing stock as on 31st March 2018. बात समझ में आ गई? Please write the answers and see whatever I am writing here, okay? This all data and all, please write in the working note. See, these all calculations if you will write in the working note also, no, it will improve your this calculations also. Understand this. पेपर प्रेजेंटेशन वो सब तो इम्पोर्टेंट है, कैलकुलेशन आंसर सही होगा तो उन सब के मार्क्स मिलेंगे. ठीक है, चलो. आफ्टर दिस द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वी हैव इज फ्रॉम May 2019. Check. The question says, see, a trader prepared his accounts on 31st March every year, okay? Due to some unavoidable reasons, no stock taking could be possible till 15th April 2018. अच्छा, यानी कि 15th April 2018 तक हम लोग स्टॉक काउंट कर ही नहीं पाए. We were not able to value our inventory. Then, on which date the total cost of goods in his godown came to 50,000. They are saying, by 31st March we could not value our inventory, but as on 15th April 2018, the value of inventory was 50,000 rupees. Okay. The following facts were established between 31st March and 15th April 2018. ठीक है भाई. अब 31st मार्च से 15th अप्रैल के बीच में क्या क्या डेटा था देखो. उससे पहले एक छोटी सी चीज समझो. देखो, दिस इज 31st मार्च, this is 15th April. Is there some space? Okay, I will draw here. 31st March and 15th April. Okay. We know that our stock count on 15th April, we knew that it is 50,000 rupees. I have to find out the stock count as on 31st March. Now tell me, if suppose in during this period I have to reach from here to here, okay, like this I have to go, but for just now forget about this also and listen to the story. Suppose I am standing here, okay, I am having some inventory here, say some ABC amount inventory I have here, okay. If I purchase some goods, I want to reach here, this is my closing inventory on 15th April. I know that as on 31st March I had ABC amount of inventory, or if you want to assume any amount of inventory you can assume, let's say our inventory is rupees 20,000, okay. I will tell you some data and you have to find out how much inventory we had in 15th April, as on 15th April, okay. If I tell you that during this period from 31st March to 15th April, I purchased goods of say some 10,000 rupees. What will you do with this 20,000? You will say, sir, very simple, add the purchases. Very good. You will add the purchases of 20 or say 10,000. Okay. If I tell you out of these purchases and this opening stock of 20,000, now I have also sold some goods. So you will say, sir, remove the cost of goods sold amount. I am telling the amount of cost of goods sold. What do you mean by cost of goods sold? Sales minus gross profit. Okay, I will not explain this again and again. We have already discussed in the previous question. Okay, कि भाई whatever price you are selling it at, you will remove your gross profit. Then only you will get the cost of the goods you have sold to your customer. That amount you will remove because that goods are dispatched from our factory. चलो भाई, 20,000 rupees we had opening stock. We purchased of 10,000, and out of that we sold few goods of 7,000 rupees. This was our cost of goods sold. Okay. Now if I tell you I have also sent some goods on consignment basis. On which basis? Consignment basis. Then what will you do? If I have sent the goods on consignment basis, then what will you do? If goods are sent on consignment, you will say, sir, remove the goods. Very good. Goods sent on consignment basis. As soon as I write this, now student tells me, sir, what if we have received some goods on consignment basis? That is also possible. What will you do of that? You will add it. Why? क्योंकि भाई देखो goods मिले, अगर consignment basis पे goods भेजे तो we will remove it. If we have received goods on consignment basis, add it. But you will add only that goods which are unsold, because whatever is unsold, that will be remaining in your warehouse. If you have already sold it, that will already be appearing in the cost of goods sold. ठीक है, मान लो हम लोग को कंसाइनमेंट पे गुड्स मिले से 7,000 रुपीज के. आउट ऑफ दैट 7,000 वी हैव सोल्ड ऑफ 5,000. सो इट मीन्स हाउ मच गुड्स वी आर स्टिल हैविंग इन आवर वेयर हाउस? ओनली 2,000. ओके, 7,000 वी रिसीव्ड, 5,000 sold, so 2,000 is remaining in our warehouse. Understood? So we will add unsold goods. Unsold goods what we received on consignment basis. बात समझ में आ गई? So we will reach here after making all these adjustment. Now the question is saying that the data of 20,000 is not given here, and you are not standing here, but you are standing here, and you have to reach from here to this 31st March. What will you do? You will ulta all the signs. Okay, purchases were added, you will remove the purchases. See, from here if I go this side, then what will happen? Purchases will be removed, minus purchases, add COGS, add goods sent on consignment basis, remove unsold goods, and if I do all this, I will reach here on 31st March. Understood? This is what we are going to do in this question. Please focus. The value of the stock as on 15th April is 50,000. So I will write here value of stock as on 15th April 2018 is 50,000 rupees. Simple. चलो उसके बाद point number 1 we have sales of 41,000 including cash sales of 10,000. Okay, तो टोटल सेल तो 41,000 की थी. ठीक है, परचेजेस वर 5,034. सी, आउट ऑफ सेल you cannot just write sale of 41,000, so you will add back sale. No, you just cannot add back the sale. See, in our formula what were we supposed to add back? We were supposed to add back cost of goods sold. ठीक है, तो sales add नहीं करना है, cost of goods sold निकालना है. To find the cost, sales minus gross profit we have to do. So first we have to find out how much was the gross profit. See, total sales was 41,000 and is gross profit given. See, they are saying goods are sold by the trader at a profit of 20% on the sales. So 41,000 में से gross profit हटाना होगा पहले sales वाला. ठीक है, तो पहले हम लोग वो कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं. उसे कैलकुलेट करने के लिए ये याद रहे कि और कोई डेटा ना हो सेल्स के लिए. ठीक है, पूरा क्वेश्चन पढ़ लेते हैं पहले. सेल्स इज गिवन, परचेजेस आर गिवन 5,034 इंक्लूडिंग कैश परचेज. सेल्स रिटर्न इज ऑल्सो देयर. इट मीन्स whatever sales is given, you have to remove sales return from that, then you will remove gross profit, then you will get cost of goods sold. That cost of goods sold you have to add back. So if I tell you that sales is 41,000 minus 1,000, see, cash sales, cash purchase, these all are biscuit. Okay, this information is not required only because we are valuing inventory. कैश बुक थोड़ी ना बनानी है. अरे बात समझ में आई? सेल्स कितना था? 41,000 minus 1,000, sales will be 40,000. Out of sales, if I remove gross profit, you can write here add, you can write here also or in working note also, there is no problem. Cost of goods sold, ठीक है. Cost of goods sold कैसे निकालेंगे? Sales कितना है? 41,000 minus sales return of 1,000. So sales is 40,000 rupees less gross profit. Gross profit is 20% on sale. So 20% of sale, that is 8,000 rupees. So 40 minus 8 is how much? 40 minus 8, you can write this 40 minus 8 here. That is 32,000. So you will write it 32,000. This is your cost of goods sold. बात समझ में आ गई? So we have covered 3 points, this and this was just information. Okay. Purchases are given 5034. Okay. On, remember we have to still put this information. Okay. On 15th March, goods of the sale value of 10,000 were sent on sale or return basis. Very good. See, when have we sent this? On 15th March. It is before 31st March obviously. Were sent on sale or return basis to a customer. The period of approval being 4 weeks. इसका मतलब 15th March को we sent goods. We told him you have to approve within 4 weeks. 4 weeks will end on 15th April. He returned 40% of the goods on 10th April. अच्छा भाई देखो 15 मार्च को बोला था हमने कि भाई अपने सेल ऑन अप्रूवल बेसिस में हमने उसे गुड्स भेजा है. ठीक है. He had to return before 15th April. He have to approve it. He returned 40% of the goods of 10,000. Okay. On 10th April approving the rest. Approving the rest, what does it mean? देखो हमने उसे 10,000 का गुड्स भेजा. He returned 4,000. It means he accepted how much? He accepted 6,000 rupees goods. Understood? If he has accepted or he has approved, can I say okay, this much is my sale of 6,000 rupees? Understood? Now after that the customer was billed on 16th April. ठीक है भाई 16th April को बिल बनाया. So you have to account for this 6,000 rupees. So how will we account? This is also my cost of goods sold only. I have sold the goods of 6,000 as on sale on approval basis, right? So add back cost of goods sold on approval basis. What was the cost of goods sold? Selling price was how much? Sales was 6,000 minus gross profit. Gross profit is 20% of sales. 20% of sales, that is 2 6 are 12, 1200. This will give me 4,800. Are understood? Now after this, the trader had also received goods costing 8,000. Oh my god, see, the trader had received goods costing 8,000 in March for sale on consignment basis. हम लोग को consignment basis पे माल मिला है 8,000 rupees का. 20% of the goods had been sold by 31st March. 31st March तक we already sold 20% of goods. See, we are here on 31st March. We have to find the stock. We are on 15th April. Okay. They are saying before 31st March, 20% of the stock has been sold. Understood? Okay. It means how much stock is left? 80% is left. Then they are saying another 50% by 15th April. Okay. It means in this period, we have sold 50% also. 20% already sold in March. 50% we are selling in this period till 15th April. Tell me how much percentage of goods are still left. You will say, sir, 20% sold here, 50% sold here. It means totally 70% sold. Exactly. It means on 15th April, how much goods are left? You will say, sir, 30% are left. 20 plus 50 is 70. So how much will be left? 30%. Very good. You are getting genius. See, we received the goods of 8,000 rupees. Out of that only 30% is left with us on 15th April. It means 8,000 ka 30%. is our 2400. Sir, will we also remove gross profit from this? No. Why? Because this is the cost for us. 8000 we are buying on consignment basis. Okay. So this is 2400. Understood? It means the goods we have, that is unsold, of 2400. अरे बात समझ में आ गई? तो 2400 rupees, what will you do? You will remove it from your stock. Why? देखो, this 2400 rupees stock you had on 15th April. You did not have this stock on 31st March. Understood? So, less goods unsold that is 8000 multiply 30%, 2400. अरे बात समझ में आ गई क्या? चले आगे. चलो, these sales are not included in above sales. Okay. Now one more information what we had to put was the purchases. How much were the purchases? 5034. Okay. So भाई purchase का क्या करना है? Purchase को less करना है. So purchases less purchases 5034. After completing, you must always check if we are forgetting any data or not. Okay. So the total will be 79,366 rupees. This is your value of closing stock as on 31st March 2018. देखो बात समझो, अगर सोच पा रहे हो ना कि हम लोग कौन सी डेट पे है और हम लोग को कौन सी डेट तक जाना है, तो वॉट एवर परचेजेस आर देयर, वॉट एवर सेल्स आर देयर, तो ऑटोमेटिकली समझ में आ जाएगा कि भाई वहाँ तक पहुँचे कैसे. बात समझ में आई? द 3 क्वेश्चंस व्हाट वी हैव सॉल्व्ड जस्ट नाउ, these 3 questions are very important of these RTP because they are repeating these questions in the next RTPs. Let's check. In May 2019, the question was same as May 2018. May 2020 same as November 2018. November 2020 same as May 2019. They have not even corrected or they have not even changed the amounts itself in these 3 attempts. These 3 are so crucial questions. Understand this, okay? After this, in the June 2021, the next question is closing stock of Zebra stores. Let's check. देखो, अब मोस्टली सारे क्वेश्चंस रिपीटेटिव ही हैं, बस वैल्यूज थोड़ी बहुत चेंज होगी. ठीक है, चेक. Closing stock is valued by Zebra on generally accepted principle. Stock taking for the year ended is 31st March was completed by 10th April. We have done a sum like this. The valuation of it showed a stock figure of 502,500 at cost as on the completion date. यानी कि 10th April पे cost क्या है? 502,500. So we will write here value of stock as on 10th April 2020 is how much? 502,500. ठीक है. After the end of the accounting year until the date of completion of stock taking, okay, sales for the next year were made for 20,625. Profit margin being 33.33% on cost. It means it is 1/3 on cost. अरे बोलो, सेल पे कितना? 1/4 on sales. बात समझ में आ गई? यानी कि were made for 20,625 is your sales. So if I have to calculate cost of goods sold, I will add the cost of goods sold. We have already discussed everything in the first few questions. Okay, this is just figures have changed, so I'm not explaining again the entire logic and all those story. Cost of goods sold, but please solve these questions with me. Okay, cost of goods sold, how will we calculate? Sales less gross profit. जितना ज़्यादा solve करोगे उतनी ज़्यादा habit होगी. So that when if you see these 3-4 kinds of question in the question paper now in your final foundation exam, so you will have a confidence that ठीक है भाई ये तो मैंने अभी अभी solve किया है और ये तो मैंने practice किया है. So this will give you a mental satisfaction. Understood? So sales is how much? 20,625. Gross profit is 1/4 of sales. So 1/4 of 20,625. It will be 5,156. So if I remove this, I will get 15,469. This is your cost of goods sold. बात समझ में आई? उसके बाद purchases for the next year included in the stock amounted to 27,000 at cost less trade discount of 10%. It means 27,000, 10% discount means 2,700 is your discount. So 27,000 minus 2,700 will give you 24,300. This is your purchase, and we will remove the purchases. So less purchases. If you do not remember that what we have to do purchase, what is the logic, so you can go again back to the previous questions. Okay, first be thorough with those first 3 questions. After that it will just become a very easy question. Okay, purchase is how much? 24,300. चलो उसके बाद during this period goods were added to the stock of the markup price of 900. Okay, in respect of sales return. अच्छा, तो sales return is 900 rupees. What is the cost of that? Less cost of sales return you have to calculate. Okay, because sales return means it is at selling price. Sales return is how much? 900. How much will be the gross profit on that? 1/4 of 900. That is 4,225. So sales return you will write 900 minus 225. This will give you 675. Okay, then after stock taking it was found that there were certain very old slow moving item costing 3375 which should be taken at 1575. अरे भाई मेरे गोडाउन में कुछ स्टॉक था 3,375 का, जब मैं बेचने गया तो 1575 में मिला. दिस इज योर कॉस्ट, दिस इज NRV. At what price you will value, cost or NRV, whichever is lower. So you will value it at 1575. It means you are facing a loss of how much? 3375 minus 1575. So you will write here less. भाई लॉस हुआ है ना, लॉस ऑन रिवैल्यूएशन ऑफ स्लो मूविंग आइटम 3375 minus 1575, that is 1800 rupees. 1800 रुपये का लॉस हो गया. 1800 rupees is our loss. After that, due to heavy floods, certain goods costing 4650 were received from the supplier beyond the delivery date of customer. भाई देखो इतने के गुड्स मुझे मिले, आई रिसीव्ड दिस बियॉन्ड द डिलीवरी डेट. देखो मुझे भी मेरे कस्टमर को सप्लाई करना था. अब द कॉस्ट ऑफ दिस गुड्स वर 4650. एज अ रिजल्ट द कस्टमर रिफ्यूज टू टेक डिलीवरी. मेरा कस्टमर बोल रहा है डिलीवरी ही नहीं लूंगा. एंड नेट रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू ऑफ द गुड्स वर एस्टिमेटेड टू बी 3750. सी आई परचेज्ड गुड्स एट 4650. नाउ इन द मार्केट the net realizable value, or you can say now when I go to the market to sell these goods, the market price is fallen to 3750. So cost or NRV whichever is lower. So I will face a loss. Loss of how much? Less reduction in value on account of default. How much? 3750. What is the main price? 4650. 4650 minus 3750. तो भाई लॉस कितने का? भाई लॉस है 900 रुपीज़ का. सो कैन यू टेल मी what was my value of stock as on 31st March 2020? It is 490,294. बात समझ में आ गई? आगे बढ़े. चलो भाई उसके बाद December 2021 समरी लिमिटेड कीप्स नो स्टॉक रिकॉर्ड. अच्छा समरी. अच्छा देखो ये वाला क्वेश्चन भी हम लोगों ने अभी किया है. just the figures are different. Okay, we will still solve it, but before solving it with me please solve the similar question what we have already solved. Okay, चलो Submarine Limited keeps no stock records, but a physical inventory of stock is made, okay, half yearly, and the valuation is taken at cost. In this question, they are saying physical inventory of stock is made at half yearly. In the question where we did, it was quarterly, okay. The company's year ends on 31st March 21, okay, and their account have been prepared to that date. The stock valuation takes on 31st March 21 was however misleading, and you have been advised to value the closing stock on March with the stock figure as on 30th September. वो लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं कि भाई 31st मार्च वाला वैल्यूएशन गलत है, हम आपको 30th September 2020 वाला वैल्यूएशन दे देंगे. From 30th September to 31st March 21, please note all the transactions and please provide us the value as on 31st March. देखो, this is our year 1/4/2020. The half year will be as on 30th September 2020, and then the year will complete on 31st March 2021. They are saying we will provide you the valuation of inventory as on 30th September, and we will give you all the details of these transactions happening in these 6 months, and then you can tell us the valuation of inventory as on 31st March. बात समझ में आ गई? अरे एकदम इजी सी तो बात है. Now, the first information they are giving is the cost of stock on 30th September as shown by the inventory sheet was 2,40,000. 2,40,000 ही तो है, लिख देते हैं फटाफट. चलो चलो लिखो 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 मेरे साथ साथ. Stock at cost on 30th September 2020. How much? 2,40,000. बात समझ में आ गई? वी हैव टू गो इन फ्रंट ओनली, बैकवर्ड वाला क्वेश्चन नहीं है. 30th सितंबर का दिया है, 31st मार्च तक जाना है. ठीक है, चलो क्या बोला है? On 30th September, stock sheet showed the following discrepancies. ठीक है, a page total of 15,000 had been carried to summary sheet as 16,000. This is overcasting of 1,000. तो क्या लिखोगे? Less. Overcasting यानी कि गलती से मैंने वैल्यू ज़्यादा लिख दी, तो वापस कम करो उसको. तो फिर लिखो less overcasting of page total दैट इज 1,000 रुपीज़. वापस लेस कर देंगे तो ठीक हो जाएगा. अरे समझे? उसके बाद क्या दिया है? ये हुआ ये हुआ. द टोटल ऑफ अ पेज हैड बीन अंडरकास्ट बाय 600. अरे भाई गलती से कम लिख दिया 600. अरे गलती से कम लिख दिया तो वापस उसको ऐड बैक कर दो. ऐड बैक दी अंडरकास्टिंग 600. ऐड अंडरकास्टिंग of page that is 600. ठीक है, आगे बढ़े. Invoice of purchase entered in the purchase book during the quarter from October to March. It should not be quarter, it should be half yearly, or you can say during the 2 quarters to March 21. Total 2,10,000. अच्छा भी देखो, ये टोटल परचेज थी हमारी, टोटल इन्वॉइसेस थे परचेज. ठीक है, ये हमको मिले. आउट ऑफ दिस 9,000 रिलेटेड टू द गुड्स रिसीव्ड प्रायर टू 30th September. भाई 9,000 तो पुराना है, तो आप क्या लिखोगे? 2,10,000 minus 9,000 because this is related to the previous period. Then invoice entered in April 21 relating to goods received in March 2021, total 12,000. It means I have received goods now 12,000. अरे invoice April में मिला, that is different issue, that is not even my issue. I have told you again and again, valuation of inventory in your this chapter you will focus is inventory physically present or not. तो भाई physically present है, 12,000 rupees का goods we have received now. Bill we will receive in April month, that is not our issue. अगर मिल गया है goods तो add 12,000. ठीक है, this is your purchases. So you will write here, add the goods purchased, add goods purchased, and we will write here the calculation. 2,10,000 minus 9,000 plus 12,000. This will give you 2,13,000. अरे बात समझ में आ गई? कितने होशियार हो आप लोग. चलो ये भी हो गया. सेल्स इनवॉइस टू कस्टमर्स टोटल 2,70,000 फ्रॉम सितंबर टू मार्च. ठीक है भाई, इतने का सेल्स इनवॉइस बनाया. ऑफ दिस 15,000 रिलेटेड टू गुड्स डिस्पैच बिफोर 30 सितंबर। अरे 15,000 का तो गुड्स हम लोग ऑलरेडी भेज चुके हैं, वी हैव ऑलरेडी ट्रांसफर्ड फ्रॉम आवर गोडाउन टू हिज प्लेस। सो आर वी ट्रांसफरिंग इन आर दिस सितंबर टू मार्च पीरियड? नो, सिर्फ इनवॉइस वी हैव जनरेटेड इन दिस पीरियड, वी हैव डिस्पैच्ड द गुड्स अर्लियर ओनली। सो आउट ऑफ 2,70,000, goods already dispatched were 15,000. Okay, goods dispatched to customer before 31st March but invoiced in April totaled 12,000 rupees. अच्छा, इसका मतलब ये 12,000 को क्या करोगे? ये 12,000 को करना है आपको ऐड। क्यों? क्योंकि भाई गुड्स डिस्पैच तो अभी कर दिया, बट इन्वॉइस कब हुआ है? बाद में हुआ है। उसके बाद ड्यूरिंग द फाइनल क्वार्टर क्रेडिट नोट्स एट इन्वॉइस वैल्यू ऑफ 3,000. क्रेडिट नोट्स मीन्स दिस इज सेल्स रिटर्न, this is sales. Okay, so we will treat it separately, sales separately here, sales return separately. Sales return कितना है? 3,000. so you will write here less cost of goods sold. Sales was how much? Sales you will calculate as 2,70,000 minus 15,000 plus 12,000, that is 2,67,000. उसके बाद लेस ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट। भाई ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट की डिटेल दी है क्या? इट इज़ 25% ऑफ कॉस्ट, so it will be 25% of cost. It means 25% is 25 by 100 on cost. So on sales it will be 25 by 125. I have already told you numerator will remain same, denominator will be the total. Okay, so 100 plus 25 is 125, that will be your denominator at the time of sales. So 25 by 125 on sales was 2,67,000. It will give you 53,400, and if I remove this, the cost of goods sold will be 2,13,600. These are the two amounts you have to less it, you have to subtract it, so it will become 2,14,600. अरे बात समझ में आ गई? सेल्स रिटर्न कितने का था? सेल्स रिटर्न था 3,000 का। सो ऐड सेल्स रिटर्न, ऐड sales return, you have to add cost of sales return, not sales return. Okay, remember this always, cost of sales return. So sales return की वैल्यू कितनी थी? 3,000 less GP. GP is 25 by 125 of sales return 3,000, that is 1 by 5 of 3,000, that is 600. करे तो आ जाएगा आपके पास 2,400, and this will give you 2,16,000. So you can say the final amounts will be 240 minus 214 plus 2,16,000. that will fetch you your required answer, that is 2,41,400. You will write here value of stock as on 31st March 2021. Understood? Please check the year. I guess it is 21 only. Yes. Understood? देखो अगर ध्यान से एक एक सम सॉल्व करोगे ना, we have covered all the RTPs in this PDF, okay, and in this video also. So अगर ध्यान से सॉल्व करोगे मेरे साथ साथ, तो फिर I can guarantee you इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन एकदम अच्छे से प्रिपेयर हो जाएगा। ठीक है, चलो आफ्टर दैट again the same type of question, June 2022. Let's check. Check. A trader prepared his account on 31st March every year. ठीक है. Due to some unavoidable reason, no stock taking could be possible till 15th April, on which date the total cost of goods in his godown came to 1,50,000. अरे भैया 31st मार्च का डेटा तो बना नहीं, 15th April को they are giving us data, and as on 15th April we had inventory costing how much? 1,50,000. Okay, what we have to find? We have to find stock as on 31st March. ठीक है, तो यानी कि सब कुछ उल्टा चलेगा इसमें। बात समझ में आ गई? क्वेश्चन हम लोग कर चुके हैं ऐसा, ठीक है, नालायक को भूलना मत। तो कितना दिया 1,50,000। चलो लिखो 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 लिखो, मेरा चेहरा देखने से कुछ नहीं होगा, लिख लो। वैल्यू ऑफ स्टॉक एज ऑन 15th April 2021 1,50,000। बात समझ में आई? चलो ये तो लिख लिया, डेटा दिया हुआ था। उसके बाद क्या दिया है? सेल्स दिया है, परचेज दिया है, सेल्स रिटर्न 3,000 रुपीज़ दिया है। उसके बाद दिया है ऑन 15th March गुड्स ऑफ द सेल वैल्यू ऑफ 30,000 वर सेंट ऑन सेल और रिटर्न बेसिस टू अ कस्टमर। ठीक है भाई, कस्टमर को हमने भेज दिया, तो सेल और रिटर्न बेसिस पे भेजा। ओके, कब भेजा? ऑन 15th March। द पीरियड ऑफ अप्रूवल बीइंग 4 वीक्स, ही रिटर्न्ड 40% ऑफ द गुड्स ऑन 10th April अप्रूविंग द रेस्ट। एक बात बताओ, आई सेंट हिम गुड्स 40% goods, he sent me back. Okay, so this is sales return. How much he accepted? He accepted 60%. It means how much he accepted was 60%. Can I say this should be also added in my sale? So I have two kinds of sale now. First sale is this 1,23,000, and from that I will remove this sales return. Then I will remove gross profit, so I will get cost of goods sold. Another sale is sale on return basis. Okay, so sale on return basis, I sold goods worth 30,000. Out of this 30,000, how much we sold? He returned 40%. So how much was the sale? 60% was the sale. So you will find that value of sale 60%. Remove gross profit from that. Then cost of goods sold on return basis we will calculate. बात समझ में आ गई? And we will add both of that, cost of goods sold. चलो कैलकुलेट करें। हाँ भैया आप कैलकुलेट करो, हम आपको देखेंगे। नहीं नहीं, दोनों साथ साथ कैलकुलेट करेंगे, मुझे तो इतना आता ही नहीं है। एड कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड। ठीक है भाई, सेल्स कितनी थी? आई एम टेलिंग यू अगेन, दिस ऑल आर बिस्किट। कैश सेल, कैश परचेज, ये सब बिस्किट है, फालतू, इग्नोर इट। सेल्स वॉज 1,23,000 माइनस सेल्स रिटर्न 3,000. So you will write your sales was 1,23,000 minus 3,000. So 1,20,000 less gross profit. कितना था gross profit? 20% on sale. Brilliant. They have given on sale only directly. So gross profit you can write here 20% on sale. How much? 24,000. And this price was 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 minus 24 you will get 96,000. ये है आपका cost of goods sold 96,000. बात समझ में आ गई? You will add one more cost of goods which was sold on return basis. So add that also. Add cost of goods sold on approval basis. भाई कितने के गुड्स भेजे थे देखते हैं, चलो। He returned 30%. एक सेकेंड। Okay, this is sent on return basis. Okay, the period of approval being this, he returned 40% of the goods on 10th April. Okay, approving the rest. Okay, after this, yeah, so we can say he returned 40%. No, it means we have sold how much? 60%. 30,000 का 60% we sold. Okay, so 30,000 का 60% कितना होगा भाई? I will write here sale of 30,000 का 60%. 6 3 is 18, so it will be 18,000 less gross profit. कितना है ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट? 20% ऑफ सेल्स, 20% ऑफ 18,000, तो कितना आ जाएगा? 18 2 36, 3,600. 18,000 minus 3,600, you will get 14,400. 14,400. Okay, now after this what is given? 40% of the goods on 10th April, approving the rest. Okay, the customer was billed on 16th April. चलो भाई बात खत्म हो गई इतनी, इसको हटा दें? हाँ सर हटा दो। चलो उसके बाद क्या दिया है, द ट्रेडर हैड ऑल्सो रिसीव्ड गुड्स कॉस्टिंग 24,000 इन मार्च फॉर सेल ऑन कंसाइनमेंट बेसिस, वी हैव रिसीव्ड गुड्स ऑफ 24,000, ओके। 20% ऑफ द गुड्स हैड बीन सोल्ड बाय 31st मार्च, 20% बिक गया, अनदर 50% बाय 15th अप्रैल, और 50% बिक गया, तो बचा कितना, आउट ऑफ 100% गुड्स 20 + 50 70% गुड्स आर बीन सोल्ड, मतलब 70% गुड्स बिक गए, 30% आर रिमेनिंग, सो 30% इज आर अनसोल्ड गुड्स, अरे अंडरस्टूड, बट दे आर अनसोल्ड ऑन 15th अप्रैल, 31st मार्च को तो हमारे पास वो था ही नहीं, सो वी हैव टू रिमूव इट, तो आप लोग क्या लिखोगे, 30% ऑफ 24,000, बात समझ में आई, चलो लिखो, सो यू विल राइट हियर लेस unsold stock 30% of 24,000 कितना है 7,200, ठीक है। अच्छा, एक और चीज़ लेस करनी है आपको, परचेजेस कितने थे, अरे भाई बोलो कितने थे, 15,102, ओके, परचेजेस 15,102, that will give me 22,302, बात समझ में आ गई, अगर ये बात समझ में आ गई तो फाइनल आंसर का टोटल बता दो फटाफट, मैं यहाँ पे स्टेटमेंट लिख रहा हूँ तब तक, वैल्यू ऑफ इन्वेंटरी एज ऑन 31st March 2021 and the value is 2,38,098 रुपीज़, बात समझ में आ गई, अरे इजी एकदम सेम ही है, खाली फिगर्स चेंज हुई है, ठीक है, आगे बढ़े, चलो ट्रेडर परचेज, ओके, दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑल्सो एग्जैक्टली सेम, ओनली फिगर्स आर डिफरेंट, ये क्वेश्चन आप लोग खुद ही करोगे, December 22, ओके। नाउ आफ्टर दिस वी हैव जून 2023, क्या लिखा है देखो, जून 2023, सी इन द प्रीवियस 6 or 7 attempts, or you can say before June 2023, from you can say 2018 to 2022, it means almost 8 to 9 attempts, there were only 3 kinds of question given in RTP, and that we have already mentioned in this PDF, but in June 2023 they have given a new type of the question, we will be solving this now, okay, please be very very careful, ठीक है। चलो देखो क्या बोल रहा है, देखो बहुत इजी है, जैसे पिछले क्वेश्चन किए थे वैसे ही है, पैटर्न थोड़ा सा चेंज है, बट याद रहे हम लोग को इसमें भी उल्टा ही जाना होगा, ठीक है। देखो, राज लिमिटेड प्रिपेयर देयर अकाउंट्स ended on 31st March 22 due to unavailable circumstance, actual stock has been taken on 10th April, अच्छा, we require the stock as on 31st March 2022, ठीक है, when it was ascertained at 5 lakh, यानी कि 10th April को बोल रहे हैं हमारे पास क्लोजिंग स्टॉक है 5 लाख रुपीज़ का, but do we want 10th April stock, no, we want the stock as on 31st March, so we have to move again backwards means परचेज माइनस होगा, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड ऐड होगा, बात समझ में आ गई। मान लो मैंने फ्री सैंपल अगर किसी को दिया होगा तो फिर क्या होगा, वो भी ऐड बैक हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हम लोग उल्टा चल रहे हैं, बात समझ में आ गई। देखो एक ना बहुत सिंपल सी चीज़ याद रखो, ओपनिंग प्लस परचेज माइनस क्लोजिंग स्टॉक विल गिव अस कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड। अगर मैं इसकी प्लेसेस चेंज कर देता हूँ, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड को इधर लिख देते हैं माइनस COGS, यानी कि मेरे पास जितना गुड्स था मैंने उसके बाद जितना गुड्स परचेज किया, फिर माइनस कर दूंगा जितना गुड्स मैंने बेचा, तो फिर मेरे पास क्या रहेगा, आई विल बी हैविंग क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, अंडरस्टूड। बट इन दीज क्वेश्चंस व्हाट आर वी डूइंग, वी आर मूविंग बैक फ्रॉम क्लोजिंग टू ओपनिंग, सो वी राइट द फॉर्मूला एज, वी विल शिफ्ट दीज both here, closing stock minus purchase and plus COGS, तो फिर हम लोग कहाँ पर पहुँच जाएंगे, वापस ओपनिंग स्टॉक पे, बात समझ में आ गई। अरे पक्का है, एकदम इजी, और कितना डिफिकल्ट डालेगा, डिफिकल्ट होगा ही नहीं इन्वेंट्री में। देखो तो फिर हमारे पास क्लोजिंग स्टॉक कितना है, 5 लाख रुपीज़, राइट हियर वैल्यू ऑफ इन्वेंट्री as on 10th April 2022 is 5 लाख रुपीज़, ठीक है भाई। चलो उसके बाद क्या बोल रहा है, उसके बाद बोल रहा है, अब इंफॉर्मेशन दी है, सेल्स आर एंटर्ड इन द सेल्स बुक ऑन द डे ऑफ डिस्पैच and return inwards in the return inward book on the day of goods received back. सेल्स और सेल्स रिटर्न कैसे रिकॉर्ड करना है भाई? जब गुड्स डिस्पैच हो जाए वेयर हाउस से, जब गुड्स डिस्पैच हो जाए हमारे गोडाउन से, हमारी फैक्ट्री से, दैट डे वी विल रिकॉर्ड इन द सेल्स बुक. अंडरस्टूड? इट डजेंट मैटर व्हेन वी आर टेकिंग आउट द सेल्स इनवॉइस. इनवॉइस कब बना रहे, इनवॉइस कब भेजा, दैट इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट. द डे वी डिस्पैच द गुड्स फ्रॉम आवर लोकेशन we will enter in the sales book. Understood? And the sales return also the same thing. Second point, what they are saying? They are saying purchases are entered in the purchase book on the day the invoices are received. देखो, मैंने goods purchase किया, मान लो मैंने जब goods purchase किया तो goods reached at my office or at my warehouse today, but invoice are not received, so I will not record those purchases. I will record my purchase only on that date when I have received the invoice. Understood the difference? We record sale when the goods are dispatched. Physically goods should move from my place. Understood? But I will record purchase only when I have received the invoice. Goods आ गए तो मैं record नहीं करूँगा. Invoice आना ज़रूरी है. The date of invoice is important. Understood? In the case of purchase. Sales between 1st April 2022 to 9th April 2022 amounting to 80,000 as per sales day book. अच्छा, हमारा पीरियड क्या था? 31st मार्च से 10th अप्रैल. दिस इज 31st मार्च. यू कैन से 31st मार्च और 1st अप्रैल वन एंड द सेम थिंग. ठीक है, तो हाउ मैनी डेज इट इज? इट इज द 10 डेज. अब ये बोल रहे हैं सेल्स बिटवीन 1st अप्रैल टू 9th अप्रैल अमाउंटेड टू 80,000. अरे भाई सेल हुआ है तो आपको ऐड बैक करना है. सेल ऐड बैक करोगे या कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड ऐड बैक करोगे? कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. और कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड को ऐड करने के लिए फर्स्ट यू हैव टू रिमूव द ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट आउट ऑफ सेल्स. अंडरस्टूड? चलो ये याद रखेंगे हम लोग. कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड करना है. फ्री सैंपल्स फॉर बिजनेस प्रमोशन इशूड 16,000 एट कॉस्ट. देखो अगर मैं यहाँ पर होता, ठीक है, और मैंने कुछ फ्री सैंपल दिए होते, कितने के दिए? 16,000 के, तो मैं माइनस कर देता 16,000, 16,000 एंड आई विल रीच एट माई क्लोजिंग स्टॉक. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज दिस इज उल्टा केस. ओके, वी आर ऑलरेडी हियर ऑन 10th अप्रैल and now we have to go back to 31st March. So you will not remove free sales, you will add back free sales, free samples, that is 16,000. So right here add, you can directly add free samples. Why? Because we have given samples for free, so it will obviously every time at cost only. How much is the cost? 16,000. ठीक है, चलो उसके बाद क्या बोल रहा है? Purchases during 1st April 22 to 9th April 22 amounting to 40,000, but goods amount to 8,000 were not received till the date of stock taking. देखो ये लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं कि भाई 40,000 का गुड्स तो आ गया था ना. Purchases during these 9 days were amount to 40,000, but goods amounting to 8,000 were not received. भाई 40,000 में से आया ही नहीं, इनवॉइस का कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है. ये लोग बोल रहे हैं इतने का गुड्स नहीं आया, तो हम लोग यही सोचेंगे कि इनवॉइस भी नहीं आया. बात समझ में आ गई? तो हाउ मच इज आर परचेज? 40 माइनस 8 दैट इज 32,000. परचेज क्या करोगे? लेस करना है परचेज. लेस परचेजेस हाउ मच? 40,000 माइनस 8,000 दैट इज 32,000. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ूँ? अरे बढ़ूँ? हाँ सर, बढ़ो सर. चलो उसके बाद क्या है? इनवॉइसेस फॉर गुड्स परचेज्ड अमाउंटिंग टू 80,000. सी गुड्स परचेज्ड अमाउंटिंग टू 80,000. दिस वर आर इनवॉइसेस वर एंटर्ड ऑन 28th मार्च. ठीक है, बट द गुड्स वर नॉट इंक्लूडेड इन स्टॉक. ओ माई गॉड. सी इनवॉइसेस 80,000 के 28th मार्च को हमें मिल गए. ठीक है, बट हमने वो गुड्स इंक्लूड ही नहीं किए. अरे हमने गलत किया कि नहीं? ऑब्वियसली गलत किया. तो फिर क्या करेंगे हम लोग? रेट ऑफ ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट इज गिवन 25% ऑन कॉस्ट. दिस रेट इज गिवन फॉर दिस डेटा. ओके, तो हमारे लिए परचेज क्या है? 80,000 रुपीज इज आर परचेज. बट सर वी हैव नॉट एंटर्ड इन, सो विल वी एंटर इट? ऑब्वियसली, दैट इज वाई दे आर गिविंग द इन्फॉर्मेशन. ओके, और बोला है ना दैट वी हैव रिसीव्ड द इनवॉइस, सो यू हैव टू राइट इट. सो राइट इट, add these purchases. But sir, in the previous step we just removed the purchases. See, we are adding these purchases. Why? See, this is very very important, because they are saying, I will just make it a little clear. They are saying here Invoices for goods purchased amounting to 80,000 were entered on 28th March, but the goods were not included in stock. Understood? स्टॉक में ऐड ही नहीं किया, वैल्यूएशन ऑफ स्टॉक में ऐड ही नहीं किया, तो फिर रिमूव कहां से करोगे? यू कैन नॉट रिमूव द थिंग विच इज नॉट एडेड ओनली. अंडरस्टूड? सो इन दिस केस दे आर सेइंग वी डिड नॉट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम विद दिस स्टॉक. व्हाई? क्योंकि हमने कभी ऐड ही नहीं किया. बट टू फाइंड द करेक्ट टोटल वी आर सपोज टू ऐड दैट 80,000. अंडरस्टूड? सो वी विल राइट हियर. See importance of these both the points. Understand? I will draw the number line here for you. 1st April or 31st March. This is 10th April. Understand? In the point number 5, this was the purchase of 1st April to 9th April. इस period में purchase हुआ था 40,000 rupees का. ठीक है? That's why we did write less purchases. But this purchase is what we are talking about here. This is the purchases of the previous period. That is 80,000 rupees. Understood? So that's why we have to add this purchases and we are reducing this purchases. समझे? This purchases is important for us because that was the previous year purchase. अरे भाई, but this purchase is not important for us because we have to find the balance as on 1st April or you can say 31st March. बात समझ में आई? दिमाग लगा के एकदम शांति से सोचोगे ना कि भाई गुड्स का फ्लो कैसा है, गुड्स मूवमेंट हो रहा है या नहीं, फिजिकली मूव हो रहे हैं या नहीं, तो फिर सारी बातें ऑटोमेटिकली क्लियर होती चली जाएगी. और नहीं हो रही है तो वीडियो को एकदम ध्यान से एकदम धीरे सुनो. ठीक है? चलो ऐड करना है परचेजेस. कितने का परचेजेस है? 80,000 रुपीज़. ठीक है? 80,000. उसके बाद है कोई डेटा रह गया क्या भाई? सेल्स रह गया. कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड वी आर सपोज टू ऐड. सो राइट हियर ऐड cost of goods sold. How much was the sales? सेल्स का डेटा दिया हुआ था 80,000 rupees. This is your sales data 80,000. Gross profit is 25% on cost. अच्छा, tell me quickly, 25% is 25 by 100 on cost. It means 25 by 125 on sales. Simple. Sales कितना? 80,000. Sales है आपका 80,000 लेस ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट है आपका 25 by 125 ऑफ सेल्स 80,000, वो है 16,000. ये रिमूव कर देंगे. 80 minus 16 you will get 64,000. This again you will add. अरे सिंपल. So you will write here. This is your this question of June 2023. बात समझ में आ गई? अब जब इसका टोटल फाइंड आउट करोगे तो फिर आपके पास फाइनल आंसर आ जाएगा. And your final answer will be, you will write here, value of stock as on 31st March 2022 कितना आएगा? 6,28,000. बात समझ में आ गई? ये है आपका फाइनल आंसर. देखो क्वेश्चंस जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट थे, जितना भी आरटीपी में सब कुछ दिया हुआ था, वो सब हम लोग सॉल्व कर चुके हैं. ठीक है? इफ़ यू वांट टू लर्न वैल्यूएशन ऑफ इन्वेंट्री इन डिटेल, वी हैव ऑलरेडी put the video of accounting standard 2 of valuation of inventory. There we have covered so many capsules also. Understood? So this is our total RTP from 2018 to 2023. Thank you so much.